So if you feel tired all the time, if your strength is fading, your focus is gone, and you just don't feel like yourself anymore, you're not alone. The truth is most men are walking around today weak, inflamed, and under-recovered, and completely disconnected from what it feels like to be a man. And no one's giving you the real solution because it's not another workout program, supplement or a 6-week challenge. It's about going back to the basics that your body's been begging for. Here's the truth. Men today are weaker, softer, and more exhausted than the generation before. Why? They're burnt out, poor sleep, low testosterone, no recovery, inflamed, chronic stress, and especially the processed food, and no movement, and lazy, and no connection to nature. We're living in a dopamine-driven world. Phone in your face, fake food in your gut, no deep sleep, no time outside, and constant pressure to perform without ever recovering. This isn't just about energy. This is about your hormones, your brain, your gut, your libido, your drive. It's about losing your edge as a man. And you don't even see it happening because it's slow. Look, let me say something that might surprise you. It doesn't matter how hard you train, how perfect your macros are. If you're not recovering, you're not building. So you're just inflaming your system. You could live 6 days a week, eat 200 grams of protein, take creatine, BCAAs, your pre-workout, post your PRs, on IG. But if your sleep is garbage, your cortisol is high, and you're inflamed, your body never shifts into the healing state. You're just digging yourself deeper. This is why some guys train for years and still look the same, or even worse, they're chasing stimulation, not transformation. Big difference. Now let's talk about what really builds strong, high-performing men. Deep recovery. And that's where the magic happens. Your growth hormone releases, your testosterone resets, inflammation drops, and your muscles repair. Your brain detoxes, your nervous system recharges, and your libido returns. And all of that happens during sleep. Not just being in bed. I'm talking real, restorative, high-quality sleep. Like 7 to 9 hours of it consistently. No blue lights, no sugar, no TikTok at midnight, just real rest. Feeling lost as a man, like you're just drifting, that's just not weakness, that's nervous system overload. Constant notifications, your caffeine instead of sleep, porn instead of connection, supplements instead of nutrients, stimulants instead of stillness. You've been stuck in fight or flight for years, and the body was never designed to live that way. You can't build when your nervous system thinks you're running from a lion 24/7. You can't focus when you've trained your brain to crave constant dopamine hits. This is deeper than fitness. This is about rewiring your system to feel human again. So what's the fix? It's not sexy, it's not trending, but it works every single time. Here's how to start rebuilding naturally. You have to prioritize your sleep like your life depends on it. In bed by 10, blacked out your room, cold temps, magnesium glycinate, no blue lights before bed, and no sugar stimulants before, too late. Walk daily, breathe deeply, at least 30-60 minutes of walking outside, or walking, period. Breathe into your nose, into your belly. This lowers cortisol, improves blood flow, boosts mood, and helps recovery. Stop overtraining and start training smart. Lift in 3 to 4 days max. Focus on form, tempo, quality, include rest days. Don't chase fatigue, chase adaptation. Eat to heal, not just to bulk. Whole foods, anti-inflammatory oils, olive oil, avocado oil, coconut oil, low sugar, high protein, lots of colorful veggies. Digestive support, like ginger, enzymes, your bitters. Protect your hormones, no late night screens. Sleep at the same time, zinc, magnesium, boron, cold exposure, boundaries with stress, like do hard things and then rest like a king. So let's be real for a second. The price of ignoring this isn't just bad gains. It's erectile dysfunction, fatigue, brain fog, low drive, depression, shrinking muscles, a growing gut, early aging, weak prostate, and no confidence. And it hits faster than you think. I've seen guys in their 30s falling apart and men in their 50s thriving. The difference? Recovery. Hormones, deep sleep, nervous system, protecting your nervous system. You're not broken, you're just under recovered. And this is how you build a man. Building muscle isn't just about punishment, it's about mastery. Mastering your body, mastering your mind, mastering your habits, learning to push when it's time to push, and learning to pause when it's time to rebuild. That's what creates longevity. That's what gives you strength, energy, libido, your focus, your drive. That's what makes you built to last. So if this video hit home for you, man, share it with another, share it with somebody else who needs to hear this. Drop some comments if you're ready to, recover like a king. And if you want the exact protocol I use with my clients, my private clients, to restore their sleep, balance hormones, and build real muscle, download the Built to Last blueprint below. Like I always say, man, victory loves preparation. Longevity is built, it's not given. So let's get to work.